Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you all had a fantastic Thanksgiving with friends or family or whatever you decided to do for the holiday. We enjoyed the long weekend with some friends who were able to come up and stay with us, and it was just so good to hang out, play board games until way too late at night, and watch our kids play together. So I hope you all had as nice of a time as we did, although I definitely need to catch up on some sleep now. So if I look a little tired in this video, that is why. This video, we are going to continue on in our easy meal planning series, and we are finally getting started on dinners. I know a lot of you have been waiting for this, but I really felt it was important to start with breakfast and then lunches and kind of build into our day good meal planning habits before we got into dinner, because this part takes a little bit more time and energy to figure out. So this is going to be step one of figuring out our dinner meal plan. And then there will be 2 more videos in this series where I will show you how to create your spreadsheet if you want to do that. And I will also show you how to fully plan out your entire meal in one evening if you would like to do that as well. If you are new to my channel, my name is Kassy and I make videos all about simplifying mom life. So if you are into that sort of thing, please consider subscribing down below because I would love to see you on the next video. So let's go ahead and get into putting those evening meals on autopilot, because that's really what we want to do. We don't want to be spending all of our time planning out meals every single week. And this trick that I'm going to show you in this video makes all the difference. You will go from having to reinvent the wheel every single week and spend way too much time on the planning part of meal planning to having it really running smoothly and barely having to think about what you're going to make for dinner. So the way we do that is by assigning a theme night to every night of the week. And I do have another video about this. Some of you may have seen it, but I wanted to put it into this series again because it is such an important part of meal planning. So what I do in my house is I have a specific theme for each night of the week. So Sunday has one theme, Monday has another theme, Tuesday has another theme, and so on. And the reason that this is so important is because if you are just meal planning like usual, you will sit down with your cookbooks or with Pinterest or whatever you like to use to help you meal plan, and you will have unlimited possibilities for every single day of the week. And that's just plain overwhelming, and it makes it really hard to make a decision. So if you can narrow down those choices to one theme night's worth of meals, it makes life a whole lot easier. And then once we get our spreadsheet all set up, which we will do in the next video, it makes it even easier, and you will, again, hardly have to think about planning your meals. So for the rest of this video, we are going to be digging into creating those theme nights, assigning them to each night of the week, and really setting those in stone so that we don't have to worry about them from here on out. Now, if you haven't had a chance to watch my other video about theme nights, you may be wondering, what on earth is a theme night, and how do I assign them in my week? So I'm going to go over some ideas, some options, some broad categories of theme nights, and then you can narrow them down yourself and figure out exactly how you would want your theme nights to be set up. So the first type of theme night that you can use is a specific meal theme night. And when you choose this type of theme night for any of your days of the week, you would have one specific meal that repeats every single week on that day. And an example of this would be if on Tuesday you decided to have a specific meal theme night, and you decided for that specific meal every Tuesday to be macaroni and cheese, just as an example. Some other examples of specific meal theme nights could be haystacks or burritos or green curry or dal, or any one meal that you want to have every single week on a specific night. So we have a specific theme night for a couple of our days, which I will go into as I explain our theme nights to you. But you don't have to do a specific theme night every single day of the week. You absolutely can if that would make your life easier. But I like to have some variety in the types of theme nights that I have so that my life is easier, but it doesn't get boring with the type of meals that we are eating from week to week. The second type of theme night that you can use is a variety meal theme night. And an example of this would be to choose, let's say Wednesday night. You are going to have a variety meal theme night and you want to feature pasta on Wednesday nights. But you don't want to have the exact same type of pasta every single week because there are so many options, right? You could have macaroni and cheese again, you could have pesto pasta, you could have red sauce, you could have a bolognese sauce. There are so many options and so many different things you can do with pasta. But still, if you can narrow down those options to just pasta meals when you're meal planning, it will make your life much easier and will take you much less time to figure out what you are going to eat every Wednesday. And this gets even easier again in next week's video when we get into building out a spreadsheet with your rotations, and you really won't have to think about which type of pasta meal you're going to eat each time because we're going to put it into a rotation and just make it super simple. But this is a different type of theme night that you can choose from. Some other ideas would be having a casserole night or a soup night, a sandwich night. You could even do a salad bar night where you have different types of salads every single week on whatever day you choose. You could have a pizza night, a rice night, a curry night. And if you really want to go super simple on one of your really busy nights of the week, you could even just have a cold cereal night and change out the different types of cold cereal every single week. I know my husband would love it if that was in our meal plan rotation. Now, the third type of theme night that I have on my list is a category theme night. And in a category theme night, what happens is you choose kind of the overall flavors that you want to have for that night, and those carry from week to week, but the vehicle with which you eat the flavors changes. And how this differs from the variety theme night is in the variety theme nights, you will have sandwiches every single time, for an example. But the types of sandwiches would change from week to week. So you could have a regular American sandwich, you could have a Vietnamese sandwich, you could have a Thai sandwich, but what you are choosing to eat those flavors with will stay the same. Whereas with a category theme night, you are going to choose one type of flavors, but the vehicles can change from week to week. So for example, this could be a Thai theme night where you want to have Thai food every Thursday, for example, but you don't want to eat green curry every single Thursday. So maybe one week you'll have green curry, another week red curry, maybe you'll have pad thai one week, or maybe you'll have a pineapple fried rice one week. And you will rotate through those different types of Thai food while still having the overall theme of Thai. So it will, again, narrow down your choices when you are doing your meal planning for what types of foods you need to look for that night of the week. Some other examples of this theme night could be Indian food, Asian food, you could do American food, or you could even just have an ethnic food theme night where you rotate through different types of ethnic food every single week. Some other fun ideas could be a comfort food night, a fried food night. It can also be fun to do a breakfast for dinner theme night. And this is something we enjoy doing because in the evenings we have more time to cook, and I don't mind it taking a little bit longer, whereas in the morning, I like to get our breakfast underway fairly quickly so that we can move on to doing other things in our day. So breakfasts for us are typically fairly quick and easy to make every single day, and dinner takes a little bit longer. So if you wanted to have a breakfast theme night, you could have all kinds of different breakfasts in your rotation, but still be doing breakfasts on that given night. So let's say you had breakfast for dinner on Friday nights, you could rotate through French toast, pancakes, waffles, breakfast burritos, and anything else that sounds delicious to you on each Friday of the month. Again, I will get more into how to create those rotations for each theme night in the next video when we look at the spreadsheets. The fourth theme night category that I have for you is different proteins theme night. So you could center one night a week around a certain type of protein. You could have a chicken night, a beef night, or in our case, we would do a tofu night or a beans night. Or again, you could have the overarching theme of protein night and you rotate through different types of protein as you go through your month or year or however long you are planning for. Another theme night that I like to include in my meal plan is a new meal night. And the reason that I like to do this is because I don't want my kids to be picky eaters, and I think having at least one night a week where they are trying a different food helps with this. It teaches them that it's okay to try new things, and it makes them a little less cautious about it when they are presented with new food, because it's just part of their week that we try something new and different every single week. So I highly recommend this type of theme night for you, especially if you like cooking and trying new recipes. I found this was a great way for me to incorporate some new recipes into our meal plan. Before I had this theme night, it was really easy to just have a long list on my Pinterest board of all the recipes that I wanted to try, but I never actually got around to it. Once I put a new meal theme night on my list, I had to do a new meal each of those nights. And I went through my Pinterest board and I wrote them out on the calendar for every single Wednesday, which was our new meal night. And it enabled us to try those meals that we had been wanting to for a long time. There are a few different ways that you can do this theme night though. If you don't love cooking, you can do a new meal Pinterest night or a new meal from your cookbooks night if you want to. Or you could try a new food at your favorite restaurants. Or you could have a new restaurant night where you go to a place that you've been meaning to go to for a while but haven't gotten around to. Now this next theme night is probably my favorite because it is a no cooking night. And I think you should have at least one of these every week. Now there are different ways you can do a no cooking night. For us, it is leftovers night because I just don't like wasting food and I really don't like wasting money. And eating your leftovers is a really great way to make sure both of those things don't happen. But I know some people just really don't like leftovers. So another way you could do a no cooking night is to do a takeout night or an out to eat night. Another fun theme night to include in your week is a family choice night. Now, this could be done in multiple ways. You could do a family favorites night where every week on, let's just say Sunday, you rotate through your family favorites. You could also have a dad's choice night or a mom's choice night or even a kid's choice night. And if you let it be a different member of the family's choice on that night, you actually don't have to decide what you're going to eat on that night of the week. So if meal planning and deciding what to eat is really stressful for you, this can be a great way to let someone else make that decision, and especially kids love deciding what they are going to eat for dinner. So that can be a really easy way to take some stress off of your plate. And then the last category I have for you is to do a snack foods theme night. This can be a great theme night to include if you have a really busy day of the week when you just don't have a lot of extra time to cook. Some examples of a snack food night could be popcorn and smoothies, chips or crackers and dips, having a cold cereal night, or just having a plain snack food night where pretty much anything goes as long as it is snack food. All right, so now that we know all of our theme night options, what I want you to do is go through your weekdays, and you should already know which of your weekdays are busy and which of your weekdays are simple. We have gone over this in my How to Easily Manage Your Home series. One of the videos in there is all about this. So if you have not already done this, I recommend you go back and watch that video. I will pop it into the cards and down in the description below if you would like to check that out. But that really helps you set up your whole weekly rhythm so that you know exactly which days are going to be busier and which days you might have a little bit of extra time to cook because you don't have as many other things going on. But for those of you that already know which of your days are busier and which days are simpler, go ahead and look at your busy days during your week and decide on your theme nights for your busy days. Remember, for your busy days, you want to think simple for your cooking. So think of your specific meal theme nights where you're making the exact same thing every single week, or maybe having a pasta night or a snack foods night, or maybe even a family favorites night would be great because you can make those recipes without having to think too much about them. And of course, having a leftover night is about the least amount of cooking that you can possibly do. So be sure to put a leftover night on one of your busiest days of the week. Then once you have decided on your busy weekday nights, look at your simple weekday nights. And on these nights, you can allow for a little bit more time in the kitchen because you shouldn't have as many things going on these days. This is where I would suggest putting a new meal night if you want to do that, or maybe an ethnic food night, because I feel like anytime I try to make a curry or anything like that, it just takes me longer. This could also be a good place to put some of those variety theme nights where we are having a different type of pasta every week, because when you are changing something pretty frequently, it will take you a little bit longer to make that food because it won't just be second nature for you. Then once we have our weekday theme nights figured out, we want to look at our weekend theme nights. So just like we did with the weekdays, with the weekend, you want to start with your busy weekend theme night and figure out something that will be a little bit quicker if you need it to be. And then look at your simple weekend day. And this can be a great opportunity on some of those relaxing weekend days to make some more time-intensive meals that you never seem to have time for during the week. For us for this next year, my theme nights are actually going to be changing just a little bit, because it used to be that Tuesdays and Thursdays were our busier nights of the week, so I went really simple on those nights. But now the girls have swimming lessons on Monday and Wednesday night, and we also have violin on Wednesdays. So Monday is now going to be one of my very simple theme nights, and Wednesday used to be my new meal night. That will now be changing to something simpler as well. So in the next video, as I am going through step-by-step how to create your own spreadsheet, I will also be revamping and reorganizing my spreadsheet with the new theme nights that I have, and I will show you what I've chosen for each of my theme nights. If you want to make sure that you are not missing any of the steps for putting your meal plan on autopilot and making this process super simple for you, be sure to grab the checklist that I will include in the description down below, and it will just help you go through the entire process of planning your meals from start to finish. I hope this video helped you out in deciding your theme nights. I would love to hear what theme nights you are going to use in the comments down below. So be sure to write them down there so that I can see them, and it may give some other people some ideas as well when they are choosing theirs. Once again, I'm Kassy with makingtimeforgiggles.com, and I make videos all about simplifying mom life. So if that sounds like something you would be into, be sure to subscribe down below, and I will see you on the next one.